We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down. It's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. On the ground, this is Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Williams. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Carr. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running out of the wide.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Vikings first down.
They run the counter with Cook, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Down at the 8-yard line. First and goal, Minnesota.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Minnesota.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Vikings.
57, Mike, 57. 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Up 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. The kick by Lambo is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense, already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Check, check. 154. 154. Mark 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
The score, Vikings 30, Seahawks 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was tackled at the
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
44-yard.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Vikings 1st down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Out of the Wildcat.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
By Emmanuel Mosley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Vikings send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
DK Metcalf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.